Being a Longhorn is pride, achievement, family. It's about belonging to a vibrant community that strives for greatness in everything. Being a Longhorn means engaging in STEM education, starting your path to college in elementary, and earning a college degree in high school. Being a Longhorn is a choice to lead, to innovate, to thrive in any setting. Here, you'll discover that learning isn't limited to textbooks. We believe in hands-on experiences that ignite creativity and fuel imagination. As a Longhorn, you have the opportunities to grow beyond the classroom, from the stage to the field. It's a great day to be a Longhorn. And when the time comes to graduate, you'll leave with a sense of accomplishment, knowing that you're prepared for whatever the future holds. The pride of being a Longhorn is something that cannot be described. It's better to experience it and feel it. This is Cedar Hill ISD. We educate, empower, and inspire.
Good evening, everyone in Longhorn Country. My name is Dr. Norbert Whitaker, and I serve as the Executive Director of Student Services. Today, I'm going to discuss some pertinent information as it relates to pre-kindergarten. This is a pre-kindergarten preview where we will start colorful journey at Cedar Hill Independent School District. What we're looking at here is a glance at the pre-K curriculum. On the left-hand side, it basically goes over what our little Longhorns will be learning. Once they show up in August, we will go over emerging literacy as it relates to reading and writing, basic concepts in thinking and mathematics, language and communication, health and wellness, as well as physical development. Additionally, there's a link to Texas Education Agency as it relates to pre-K. Additionally, we develop social and emotional skills with the health and wellness at this age, where the little Longhorns may or may not have developed social and emotional skills as they have the chance to communicate with other scholars their age. On the right-hand side is a daily schedule example as to when they arrive, pretty much their day's activities. Now, this year, for the first time, we will be introducing PreK3. Now, PreK3 is a similar curriculum. However, it's a half a day option. And scholars will have an option to stay the entire day, or if the parents would like to either enroll them in AM or a PM session, that will also be offered, which I'll discuss a little bit more in detail as we progress through this PowerPoint. Okay, eligibility requirements. So if you take a look at the eligibility requirements, the first requirement, we'll take a look if a scholar qualifies under our unable to speak and comprehend the English language. A test will be administered. It's a home language survey and a language assessment. If you qualify, there is no charge. You would qualify for a free pre-K. If you take a look next, it's economically disadvantaged. If you take a look at the right, beginning April the 1st, check stubs, tax returns, Medicaid cards, TANF, or SNAP eligibility numbers could be used to qualify under our economically disadvantaged. If a scholar is homeless, they can reach out to myself or a staff member at the Lacey Enrollment Center to qualify under the homeless status. We also have scholars that will qualify through the foster care system. And there's a letter that they will receive from the Department of Family and Protective Services or CPS. Additionally, we have offerings for scholars that are in the military or have been in the military. What qualifies you there? The required documentation is a statement of service, copy of a death certificate, copy of a Purple Heart order, official letters from the commander, and finally, the Star of Texas. There's a TA list that individuals will qualify under this. These are honors and rewards, heroism that has been given to certain individuals for certain acts throughout the state. So that is a TEA list. Those are the eligibility requirements. Now, with these required documents, after you qualify, the following documents are required to complete the pre-K registration. A proof of residency, that's simply a bill within the last 30 days. It could be a utility bill that includes a water, gas, electric, cable bill, but not a telephone bill in the parent or guardian's name. A valid ID. Simply put, military or government issued ID or a consular card. Proof of student identification, that's a passport, a visa stamp, or a birth certificate. Now, Social Security cards are optional. However, once they're put on, they will follow the little Longhorns from pre-K all the way through graduation. And students' current and up-to-date immunization records. In addition, for pre-K economically disadvantaged students, an eligibility letter will be sufficient as well. What you're looking at here is the vaccine requirements. Now, for pre-K 3 are the same vaccines that scholars use at 4. So if you are receive your 3-year-old shots, they're good for 4-year-olds as well. It won't be until kindergarten where you get additional shots. But taking a look, those are the shots that are required. And if you have additional questions, you will contact our nursing department at the end of this presentation. I will have some email addresses if you had questions in reference to that. On the available campuses, so general pre-K is offered on all of our campuses. We also offer for parents and families that does not qualify a tuition-based offering. We have designated Highlands as our bilingual campus. And as I mentioned earlier, we now will be offering 3-year-old program at Lake Ridge and Waterford Oaks. Now we have choice programs such as our Montessori programs at Lake Ridge, in addition to collegiate prep. There's a application process to get approved. That's step 1. And after you approve, the innovations department will reach out to you. And the next step will be completing the registration once it opens on April the 1st, 2024. Right here is an example of a classroom of one of our pre-K kinder classrooms. Of course, buildings were built at different times, and this is a general idea of what a pre-K classroom looks like. On the 23rd of this month at Maddox Teaching and Learning Center from 9 to 11, we will have principals available, and they will allow visitation on a schedule once we open up enrollment, where you could physically see an actual location on how your potential scholar room will look. Now, keep in mind, pre-kindergarten is, you could attend any campus. It's based on availability. So for instance, if I live across the street from Plummer, however, Plummer has 44 slots, and I delay the process and don't turn my paperwork in until, say, June or July, those 44 slots may be gone. Therefore, it's very, very important that you get all of your paperwork in so you can go to your designated homeschool. If your homeschool is closed, then you will go to a campus, a secondary option where availability of slots are open, only for pre-K though. Open enrollment. Open enrollment will, as I mentioned, will be the 23rd. We will have a preview at the Maddox Teaching and Learning Center in the High Point section of town from 9 to 11. Applications will be reviewed and verified by Student Services, as well as our bilingual education department, to schedule times in which we could test your scholar and see if they qualify under the bilingual education clause. Online enrollment for all scholars, pre-K through 12, opens April the 1st, and the Lacey Enrollment Center will begin processing applications at that time. If you have a returning scholar, the process is really, really streamlined and simple. You just upload a current bill and you're done. It's a little bit more extensive for scholars that are in pre-K because, of course, you have to upload the information that I aforementioned. As it relates to scholars and families that does not qualify, pay attention to this. If you are an employee in a qualifying family for a 3-year-old, there's no fee for the instructional day, meaning for 3-year-olds, it's a half a day. And if you elect to come get your scholar, there will be no charge. But if you elect to leave your scholar for the second half of the day, then there will be a charge. A $275 rate for after instruction care, and all families $550 a month due on the first of the month, and a $25 late fee to assess will be assessed on the 15th. Now, to get educated in an independent school district, a premier district at that, $550 is a great deal by a certified teacher. That is a great deal compared to rates that are being charged at daycares in 2024. So what we have here is our contact information. If you would like to have questions following this presentation, we have the pre-kindergarten enrollment questions, and you see Ms. Myra Vega. If you had anything related to the vaccines, our Director of Nursing, Ms. Chantrell Morris, our bilingual education coordinator, Mr. Eduardo Gonzalez, and myself, just general enrollment questions, whether it's related to pre-K 3, 4, or K through 12, please feel free to reach out to me. Thank you for this presentation that was given through Digital Parent University. Once again, my name is Dr. Norbert Whitaker. If you have any questions related to enrollment, pre-K, pre-K 3 through 12, please do not hesitate to reach out to me. Thank you.